This village has a terrifying rule. Once an elder turns 60, their son must carry them to the cliff. The man looked at the distant, treacherous cliff and sighed helplessly, because today, his mother just turned 60. The man entered the room to prepare the food. His mother glanced at him from time to time, but didn't dare to say anything. Then, the man brought a rope and tied his mother tightly to a chair. After that, he started carrying her on his back. Soon, they walked into the dark forest. The mother, taking advantage of her son's distraction, deliberately threw her pillow on the ground. She signaled for her son to pick it up. As the son bent down to pick it up, the mother shook the chair, causing him to almost trip. That evening, they found a piece of wasteland to rest for the night. The son handed his mother the food, but she angrily turned her head away, refusing to eat. After the son fell asleep, the hungry mother quietly began eating. She didn't know that the son was pretending to sleep. The next day, they continued on toward the cliff, passing through a rough, rocky path. Eventually, they reached the bottom of the cliff. To reach the destination, they had to climb the steep cliff. The man paused for a moment, deciding to rest for the night and continue the next day. That night, the mother kept her eyes tightly shut, lying silently beside him. The man wanted to talk to her, but he didn't know how to start. The next morning, the man carried his mother and continued on their way. Looking up at the steep cliff, he reached out and began climbing. Beneath his feet was a bottomless abyss, and a fall would mean certain death. Just as he was about to reach the top of the cliff, his right hand slipped, and the shoulder strap on one side slid off. His mother almost fell off. In a panic, the man pulled with all his strength, securing the strap again. Moments later, the man finally carried his mother to the top of the cliff. He gently set her down. The distant hometown looked especially beautiful under the sunlight, but at that moment, the mother had already left him forever. Then, a stone fell from her body. It turned out, she had purposely made herself heavier, just so she could stay with her son a little longer. She had deliberately thrown the pillow, simply to stay on his back for a bit more time.